Good afternoon, UNF, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Amal Kamal.
And I'm Kayla Beckman. You're watching UNF Weekly on UNF TV. UNF is making new improvements to the student ID that no other university in the country has yet to do. Thanks to the recent merger with American Express, your Osprey One card now serves you better than ever. The new card offers a payment option available to use on or off campus and anywhere that American Express cards are accepted.
Basically, the American Express prepaid debit account is just another way for students to use their ID card to make purchases on and off campus. The American Express prepaid debit account can be used anywhere worldwide that American Express is accepted, so that's a pretty unique thing to have the Osprey One card potentially all over the world being used to make purchases.
If you want to switch to the new Osprey One card, not a problem. There's no charge, and all you need to do is stop by Auxiliary Services located in Alumni Square. Ospreys have a pond to dive into at the UNF Aquatic Center. Chase Craig has the story.
This aquatic playground plays host to UNF students and is open to all residents of Jacksonville. Swimmers of all ages are welcome to dive into the deep end 7 days a week. Competitive swimmers like Lizzie Dio enjoy the balance that swimming brings to her life.
It's helped to build character, especially in high school. It helps me to balance my homework, and it gives me something to do outside of school. And I really enjoy it, especially since I've been doing it for so long.
Planks and slippery surfaces serve as a reminder that with the fun also comes risk. Lifeguard Bobby Navati is here to minimize the threat.
Our job is to make sure everybody's following the rules in the facility, make sure there's no little kids running around, severely injure themselves. With the swim team over there, just got to make sure they're diving in correctly off the dive blocks, making sure they're swimming without holding their breath underwater.
Swimming lessons are available for those not quite ready to take the plunge. Even then, help is just seconds away.
The UNF Aquatic Center is not just an athletic playground, but also a place for students of all ages to get away from the daily grind. From UNF Weekly, I'm Chase Craig.
Heavy wind and cool temperatures didn't dampen the spirits of protesters. Saturday, Northeast Florida residents gathered en masse in St. Augustine this weekend to show support for the Occupy movement. Over 200 protesters filled the Old City's main courtyard in downtown. University of North Florida student Jay Zarbo came to the protest to observe the group exercising their constitutional rights. People of all ages held signs that detailed their frustration with the government and corporations, maybe include why they are frustrated. The protest in St. Augustine is just one of many that have been held recently moderate after the massive sit-in that began in September in New York City. However, St. Augustine sit-in lasted only 4 hours. For more information about local Occupy movements, visit occupyjacksonville.com.
Jacksonville has a new kind of sport that involves furry creatures jumping over hurdles. Reporter Chris Jones went to the Jacksonville Equestrian Center to see the animals in action.
The Jacksonville Equestrian Center usually spotlights horses. Not today. Smaller creatures showed up to flaunt their fur. It was dogs. People gathered to watch the show. There were big dogs, small dogs, and furry dogs competing. After weeks of training, the dogs learned how to run up ramps and jump over hurdles. Dog trainer Scott Williams can tell you about the leaps these dogs face to get here.
6 to 8 weeks, they can learn some of these things that you see them doing out there on the course. But it's in reality, it's a lifetime commitment. They go through the weave pose without you really having to work on it. They do it when you tell them to. Then the joy from that happening is, yeah. Wow. It's awesome.
Prizes were given to dogs with the best moves. The Pals and Paws Agility Club offers classes that teaches the dogs and dog trainers how to do these crafty maneuvers. Dog trainer Pamela Wilkins is one of the trainers.
I moved here from Colorado, and I am a professional dog trainer, and I'm trying to share what I know with Florida.
A good turnout today. A lot of dog walkers and families came out to the center today. Not a lot of people in the stands, still a pretty good bit of people here. It was a free event, and looks like people enjoyed it. I'm Chris Jones, reporting for UNF Weekly. Thank you for joining me.
Want more information? Just visit the Pals and Paws Agility Club website, pawsandpalsagility.com.
UNF has an abundance of ducks and geese on campus, but are they truly protected from hunting season? Hannah Boschke explains the regulations for the protection of campus wildlife.
UNF students enjoy a natural sanctuary for a campus. Ducks and geese are part of the campus just as much as anyone else. But what lets these birds roam freely around? Director of Campus Environmental Health and Safety, Dan Endicott, says they are under pretty hefty protection.
Geese and the ducks, for the most part, are protected by the Migratory Bird Species Act. So that means that you cannot harm them or disturb their nests or disturb their eggs unless you obtain a special permit to do so. No firearms are allowed on campus, so there's no hunting on campus. We have some wetland areas that are protected, of course, by state law and federal law that we cannot ever develop on. So, and the nature trails that we have around the campus. So I think we can be very proud of what we've done out here to help, build a beautiful campus in a natural setting.
The Muscovy ducks, like this one named Bruce by students, are no longer protected by the state. However, they are still on the list of the Migratory Bird Treaty, so Bruce cannot be harmed. With the abundance in protection comes an abundance in population. The overpopulation of geese caused a LaGuardia airplane to emergency land because geese got stuck in its engines. The Florida Wildlife Conservation Commission has actually issued a population control on geese, but UNF geese still cannot be harmed. Some students find the abundance of geese on campus a nuisance. Others seem to enjoy their company.
We all live hustle and bustle, busy lives, and if you can't stop to let the geese cross the street, then I think, you're the problem.
Hannah Boschke, UNF Weekly.
If you would like a closer look at campus wildlife, visit Eco Adventure at the campus nature trails.
Ever wonder why UNF was ranked one of the top 100 coolest schools?
And have you heard of Lyme disease, but never quite understood what it is?
Your questions will be answered right after our break.